Welcome back. We are here at Fort Blackington, and it's gathering time, so we're watching everybody get together and talk about their day, how things went. Some folks must still be at work because we're not seeing everybody here just yet. I need to eat something. We have been really busy, and I will show you what we've been doing before it gets too dark. We fenced in the village. We went with something a little bit different. We did the stone and then the iron fencing, so we could still see through. Yeah, and if you look, you don't really, if this was black, you wouldn't even see it, because it would just, for some odd reason, black just blends. Anyway, also there is a suspicious absence of trees. Oh, good evening. We went about and took out all the trees, and I'm glad I did. We found some things that we didn't really know were here. Kind of like whatever this is, which we can dig that up and see what's there. We still have a lot of these bushes and things. I found some trees that were very much like the ones that I described before, which were just one. Look at this one suspended in midair. They're just one piece of trunk and a whole bunch of, the leaves, and several like this, just floating. There's one up there, just floating bunches of leaves with no trunk. And I would much rather have actual trees. So we're going to finish clearing all of this. Interesting. Thank you. Yeah, we're going to finish clearing all of this, and then we're going to decide how we want it landscaped. I also got over into this area, see if I can find it again, right here. There was probably 3 or 4 trees in this area, and you couldn't really see the ground at all. And I started clearing, and I got right about here, and I saw this dark little creature just curled up here, sleeping, and I thought, okay. It took me a second, because there was a lot of leaves and stuff. I thought, okay, first of all, that's a wolf. Secondly, is he breathing? And then he stood up. Yeah, so we took care of him right away. Yeah, there was no telling how many were hiding in here. We ended up taking care of 2 more on the other side of the village. Oh, gosh. We got a bunch of these guys in here. They just kind of wandered in when I was doing the fence, and I thought, well, we'll keep you. Hello. Oh, there's 2 bulls. Why do I never get cows? I always get bulls. We need a cow. The cows are not silly enough to get trapped. These guys, I don't know why. There could be other animals here. I know I've seen a couple of pigs. I'm not sure if they're boars or sows. Yeah, a lot of these kind of things still floating in the air. I did not finish the fence off in this back area by the water because we're not sure how we're going to deal with this just yet. There's water and land and land and water, and yeah, not sure how. And then, of course, if we come this way, if I was to go follow the land right here, then boom, we got a house right here. So we're still dealing with this area. I'm not sure if I want to level all the hills. Yeah, not sure yet. So this end of the village is not fenced in. Okay. So my hope is that the people over at this end of the village can pretty much take care of themselves. Hopefully. Yeah, could you just see me fencing along the land? No. But we will figure that out. What's this? Potatoes. That's the first time I've seen wild potatoes growing. Wonderful. Great. Another reason to cut down all the trees so you can see what's under everything. See, our animals could get out this way, but more could come in this way. Yeah, I also think this is a nice big place, and well, it's mostly fenced in, and animals could just live here and be safe. I was very careful about cutting the trees down here, making sure that none of them had bees in them. And I think we were successful because the bees are mostly here and under here. So we're good with that. And now this garden actually gets some sunlight. Okay, we are. Yep, we're doing that. Smoking meat as we go along. Okay, here there was a couple of big caves. So we just kind of whittled it down and made it a small access, filled it in. Same with over here. We kept this open because there is copper down there. And we fenced this area and plugged another area because both of these come out over there. And that didn't seem quite right, because then just any animal could just, you know. Hello? You want to come in? Hello? Uh-oh. Not you. Can't stand up there. Which is good that we can't stand up there. That means no one else can either. Miss Cow. Should probably throw down some troughs and jack-o'-lantern. I tried to get those, but we missed some. Okay, what do we got here? We got a Travis and a few bunnies. But I think for the most part, we will no longer have these kind of things coming in from the outside. Now we just have to be concerned if they're going to spawn within the walls. Yeah, it certainly does look kind of desolate out here without our trees. But that's okay. As like I said, we're gonna finish clearing. And then we'll whoa! We'll put down some more trees and bushes of our choosing. If we decide to do bushes. I don't usually do bushes. Nature usually gives us enough of this kind of stuff that we don't really need all those bushes. Is this marked? It certainly is. Lobster. Yep. Got a little bit of that. So yeah, there's still a few things to find here and enjoy. Ooh. Hey, he's chasing the bunny. Do those actually hurt the bunny? Yeah, don't know. Are you still going after the bunny? Yes, he is. Don't hurt the bunny. Oh, you stinker. Did we get him? No, we didn't. He's going to come after us. Where'd he go? Did we stop him? No, he's probably hiding. He's going to come out and bite us. Okay. I don't usually play with the snakes. I've been bitten a few times, and it makes the world go a little weird. All right, let's follow a few people home. See how well they follow these paths. I think they are doing very well. Okay. Hey, we need a step right here. Okay. Good night. All right, let's take a little flyover. I left the pine trees. I hadn't really noticed that there was any resin on them, but we weren't looking as we were clearing. I just saw pine and left them, and I don't see any resin. I remember a while back having a mod that let us tap the trees with a knife, and that would cause resin, but apparently we don't have that mod. As far as I could tell, there was only probably these three this size pine trees and a couple of 1 block trunks pine trees. Oh my, what happened to your wall? Did I do that? I might have. Let's fix this wall. There you go. All fixed. This guy had a bunch of birds in here when we first started. I think we shooed them out. Yeah, I broke the windows, and then they went out. Okay, back to what we were doing. Yeah, I told you it was going to be bald. It's almost bald. Yeah, just imagine what it'll look like when all of this brush is gone. And I think this is a good time of the year to do it. We're not so confused with the green of grass and things just growing because it's summer. Yeah, quite the difference, huh? From all those trees. Yeah. Hey, that one got left. I was thinking that quite possibly when I fenced in this area back here, that tree would actually be on the outside of the village. Now the fence line you see is the property line, the perimeter of the village. I think it's down to 80. It started at 110, which was just ridiculously large. So we brought it in. Yeah, I was thinking about leveling the hills here and trying to follow. Yeah, I was going to just go here and then follow along and then go here, and it would just be a jagged mess going around land and water. But then we'd have to come out here around this area. Yeah. But I don't really know how many bears and wolves come into villages from water. They would have to swim all the way across to get over here, or spawn right here on these small chunks of land, or in the water, which I don't know if they do that. Yeah, so I'm not real sure what we're going to do at this end just yet. But we will figure it out. There isn't much to do as far as the houses are concerned. I did go through and swap out doors on most of them, I believe. Some of them might require braziers as winter sets in, because they will be they'll be cold. And if we just put a brazier in each of them, that's usually enough. This build here needs to be renovated. Needs to be fixed and cleaned up. And see if we can use it for something. Okay, other than, you know, a couple of people sleeping in here. It's kind of like squatters in an abandoned building. Are you a trader? Traders usually talk in their sleep. Yeah, only 2 people sleeping in this whole big building? Oops. There we go. Yeah. We need to clean up this build. And like I said, make it functional for us. Oh. How you guys doing? Oh, hey, we've got eggs. I don't know if y'all noticed, but I made the chicken coop a little bit bigger. Uh-oh. Oh, sorry. I did not mean to scare you. I assume you want to go back into the chicken coop. Where'd they go? They'll come back. Hey. That's Suvite. Ooh. Okay. That might mean there's something more down there. Oh. Alright. Let's see if we can sneak up on these guys. Oh, we don't need another rooster. That was a rooster outside the door. Okay, we've got some eggs there. Got eggs all over the ground. Okay. There's one. Hold on. Come on in. We're gonna have to scare her in. Here you go. That's one. We'll get the others. I think there's just one more, because the other one's a rooster and we don't need another rooster. Unless we put him in a cage, because they will just fight. Oh, sorry. Okay, I think there's not much more we can do for the moment. So I'm going to go through here and clear some more of this brush and figure out how I'm going to fence in that backside. There's another one. I'm not sure if I want to take down these hills here or not. We don't really have anything going on in this area as far as security. So I don't know if anybody on this side would ever even notice if there was a wolf or a bear. So yeah, like I say, I'm still debating if I'm going to take down these kind of hills, because taking down the hills would give us better visibility to see across the village. Yeah. Ooh, nice. I didn't find a lot of blueberry bushes. I found a few, but not a lot. But I think what I'd like to do is pick an area and put some berry bushes in. What's this? Parsnips. And if we wanted to, we could kind of sort of fence in the berry area and then put a farmer there. What am I seeing over here? Okay, just water. See that dark area? From a distance I thought there was a wolf right there. Yeah, anyway, employ another farmer in the berry area. They don't really need a farmer there, but it would utilize some of our land. It would get our berries in one place, and it would give us another villager. And we do have a few of the cranberry bushes, but not a lot of the blueberries. Now see, places like this, I'd like to, I don't know, fill it in. Not sure. It doesn't make sense that the whole village would be flat. There should be some hills and valleys. Yeah, we should probably go around and collect all these bones. But I kind of wanted to get a count of how many animals we've actually taken care of within the village. Oh yeah, for now, this is our Fort Blackington. We shall return.